Gentili signore e signori amici sportivi, buonasera e benvenuti alla parola di Bolzano, home of the Foxes. Dopo la pausa internazionale si prosegue con gli ottavi di finale della Champions Hockey League e nella gara 1 si incontrano l'HCV Alto Adige Alperia e i finlandesi del Lukko Rauma. Ja, sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, liebe eisige Freunde, ich wünsche eine schöne gute Nacht und ein herzliches Willkommen hier in der Bolzano Eiswelle, home of the Foxes. Ja, nach der internationalen Länderspielpause geht es im Eishockey weiter und zwar mit dem Viertelfinale in der Champions Hockey League und im Hinspiel zwischen dem HCB Südtirol Alperia gegen die finnische Mannschaft von Lukko.
What a goal! Oh my goodness! What an attempt that is! And the puck is breaking, they score!
Yeah.
Yeah, really, like.
Ciao.
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 Didn't catch that, so I was like, seeing that as another thing up.
Settantadue, 72, Samuli Pipponen.
What a goal!
75, Ardu Nilomäki. 85, 85, Michael Haga. 89, 89, Ilvari Säkinen. 92, 92, Sebastian Repo. 94, 94, Andre Hakulin. E la formazione dell'HCV Alto Adige Alperia col numero 32, 32, Justin Fazio. 39, 96, Kevin Moore. 3, Ivan Kaufmann. 5, Alex Trivato. 16, James Dehans. 44, Piero Nick Astino. 47, 47, Peter Loni. 58, 58, Matt Maglione. 74, 74, Di Bernardo.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Bolzano, Italy. After a very competitive group stage, the Champions Hockey League field has been cut in half, and only the top 16 remain in the hunt for the title. Today, two of the survivors begin a two-game aggregate goal series for a spot in the quarterfinals. It is HC Bolzano on the Ice HL at home to defending Finnish League champions Lukko Rauma. And while many see the club from Finland as the favorite heading in, both clubs went through the opening round without a regulation time loss. And the Italians have home ice on their side. They try to gain an early advantage. Sit back and relax. This should be a whole lot of fun. Bolzano, by the way, having the better season domestically. They sit 5th in the Ice HL, while Lukko is in a disappointing 11th spot. Here's a look at the lineup for the home side for this one. Good news for that top line. Dustin Gasley is back from injury to work alongside top scorer Brett Finley. So Doug Mason with a nice addition to his lineup. 6 players on the team represented Italy at an international event in Hungary over the recent international break. For Marko Virtanen's team from Finland, some lineup news that we'll get to, including the fact that Sebastian Repo returns from injury. That's a big add for the team. Repo with 4 goals in 4 Champions Hockey League games this season. And he works on that top line alongside Julius Matula and Andrei Hakalinen. Addition on the back line as well. They've added a defenseman from the Czech Republic in 27-year-old Andrei Slovacek. 2 teams braced and ready for playoff hockey in the Champions Hockey League. The national anthems, then first period, play-by-play. Great vibe and the ice follow for this one as the playoffs get underway for HC Bolzano and Lukko Rauma. Officiating crew representing 4 different nations. Referees from Switzerland and Slovakia. Home side is in red, the visitors in blue. to the starting goaltenders for the two teams, beginning with the Hulk team. And it's Justin Fazio getting the start, third year playing in Europe. Had a great campaign so far. 2 games in the Champions Hockey League with a 1.38 goals against and a .954 save percentage. And short of sensational, he's been just as good in the Ice Hockey League. His counterpart at the other end for Lukko Rauma is Lassi Lehtinen. He helped his team to the legal title last season. In 3 games, a microscopic .97 goals against and a .955 save percentage in the Champions Hockey League in 21-22. He's played 17 of their 20 domestic contests. He is the undisputed #1 that Doug Mason's team will have to find a way to solve. Mason now 66 years of age with a vast array of experience in European club hockey. Supporters are fired up, their team making it to the postseason in the Champions Hockey League. Did so with 3 wins, an overtime win, and 2 overtime losses in the group stage. Marco Virtanen's team similarly unbeaten in regulation time, though they posted 4 wins and 2 overtime losses, in finishing in top spot in Group C, 3 points better than Adler Mannheim, who's been hit with the COVID-19 protocol situation heading into their playoff game to begin the round of 16. The teams at center ice, they're set to go. The top scorer for Bolzano is Brett Finley, and he's at center ice on this top line. Finley coming in with 7 points. Leads Bolzano with 5 goals in the competition. That's through 6 games. Early whistle stopping things, just a handful of seconds in. Down the ice they go on the icing call. Mentioned Finley, the top scorer, the center iceman on the top line, Dustin Gasly, with a lot of experience in the American Hockey League, back from injury to work on the right side. Mike Halmo, the former New York Islander, patrols the left wing on that lead trio. And they're in the offensive zone. A shot off the draw from Gasly. Recovers, centers, and Lukko satisfied to get it to center ice. Right back on it, Finley across the line. Sent back to the Bolzano line and then passed ahead. The team's getting a change in early on. Be interesting to see the strategy in this one. Remember, 2-game total goal series. Here comes Ilomäki for the guests. And behind the goal it goes, scooped up in the slot, a one-time chance and a good save from Fazio inside the opening minute. Scott Pooley was left unattended between the circles. And the one-timer gobbled up by Fazio. Nice job from Michael Haga, the Norwegian, to set the table. Off the draw, Lukko to the line. Gregoire is there. He'll scoop it down low. Pooley on it again. Neat, tight space pass. They maintain possession in that Bolzano zone. Physical along the boards. You can hear the crowd starting to get into it. Tight quarters along the wall. Curious to see if that's a feature of the matchup. Bolzano won't want this to be a track meet, I'm sure of that. Chipped off the boards and out. Foxes get a clearance. Quickly back ahead, round the right wing goes Pooley. Didn't see anything he liked, goes back into his own zone. At his own line, stopped up. It was Petman. And Lukko regroups. Physical after the shoot-in, no penalty coming on the play. And onto the wing for Peverinta. Right side for Skolitsky in front. He's dangerous in the offensive end. Puck pushed ahead. Bolzano trying to get up some pace through neutral ice. And Lukko putting up a blue wall. Driving it in is Apt. Apt onto the third pairing. with the addition of the newcomer Slovacek. On the right side, Diego Gluck gets a bump. He had a Italy debut over the international break. He was joined in debuting for Italy along with Dylan DePerna of Bolzano. And as Fazio holds on, gets a stoppage. And a face-off coming up in the Bolzano zone. It'll be interesting to watch how Fazio manages things around that goal. You think he'll have a feel for the tempo of the game and know when his team needs to just stop and reorganize or when they want to keep it moving. Here's out from the goal now. The one-time blast from distance is blocked. Scoop from center right in on Lehtinen, who's yet to get to work really. Turnover here might create something. In on goal is Finley. Shoots! And a good save from Lehtinen. From quiet to busy all of a sudden for the netminder, and he makes a key stop early on. The most dangerous of the Bolzano skaters in on goal. Finley looking for his 6th of the tournament. That's a good save from Lehtinen. Stayed right with him. Got to keep it going with that top line in the O zone. Bring it out front on the backhand. Is dangerous. They'll jam again. Bolzano, all of a sudden, that top line out there really buzzing to the net. Stopped by Lehtinen. Rebound is scooped. And Gregoire steers to the boards. Fans appreciative of that surge from their Foxes. Back in full voice as Finley is upended. 3.5 gone in the opening period. In Bolzano, Italy. Aga across the line, checked off of it. Down the left wing they go, trying to work off the wing is Bernard. Captain of the team, been around a long time. Now that 700 appearance point for the club. Anton Bernard. All-time leader in suiting up in the red of the Foxes, but they get back defensively now. Lukko off the rush in a dangerous spot. And the shot is redirected up and out of play. Timely intervention there as Lukko got the defense backing up and got into a good scoring area. Here's a Lehtinen eye view of that nice shift from the top line. Bolzano a win, an overtime loss, and a shootout loss in their 3 games in the competition so far. Lukko's won 2 of their 3 road games. Puck comes to the goal mouth. Fazio looking for it. It'll get shoved aside. Gregoire down from the line will go low. And there's some interchange coming off the wing. The shot. Fazio the save, and he's going to hang on to that. But Pietola buzzing. Pietola made his Liga debut last season and shows some real confidence and maturity here. He's got a lane, he takes it. Fazio absorbing the shot. Keegan Lowe's father Kevin is now a Hockey Hall of Famer out there, number 47. Give his goaltender an opportunity to see the shot. Lowe's number 4 also recently taken to the rafters in Edmonton, and deservedly so. Toffer on the right side of that D pairing scoops it ahead, comes to the Lukko line, not much further this time around. The tight quarters and right back in from Bolzano. Into the forecheck, Luke. Loan from an Alps Hockey League squad. Diego Gluck showing well. Good little play there from the veteran Sarajärvi. Bought himself some room, got up ice and shot it in. Now trying to establish a forecheck. Lukko, Haga to the line. Left point, the long shot, and they score! Got the defense moving around, got a body in front. And a low shot that was tippable. Just what Scott Pooley was looking for, and the top scorer adds to his total. The chance a moment ago down at the other end from Brett Finley. But it's Lukko breaking out on top. Look at the bodies in front, the layers. Fazio tried to slide in behind to patch up the holes. Couldn't get there. So the guests have the first goal of the two-game total goal series. Doug Mason right back to that Finley line. Gregoire in neutral territory. Treats, dishes, and gets it back. Thomas Gregoire, formerly with San Jose in the American Hockey League, second year representing Rauma. Gasly into his own zone, gathers. Lays it off to the veteran Nick Plastino. And ahead go the Foxes. This is smooth. In across the line, Finley. Into the corner, hop off the boards. And snatched by Leighton, who sends it ahead. Speed again in transition. Getting deep here is Lukko, lurking on that backside. Yalitalo couldn't get a shot away. There's a blast. Seen all the way by Fazio. And he holds on. Lukko with the 1-0 lead early on. All business from Marco Virtanen, who has to like the way his team has started out. They've got an edge in shots of 7-4, indicating the territorial nature of things and showing that they've got that intent of shooting and creating offense. And most significantly, they've got the opening goal. Uli from Slovacek, the newcomer, and Gregoire at 5:29. Lukko leads 1-0. Back at it along the wall, right side in that Bolzano zone. Chipped ahead, down the wing they go, working after it in the corner. Daniel Frank, the Italian national team captain. Bodies tumble, the edge picking up in the game, and you think it will only build over the course of the two-game series. Anton Bernard takes it behind the net. Frank is there. Second line for the home side. Getting to work in the trenches. Chopped up the boards and out. And possession to the guest, Keinoelainen. Started a transition. Right back to Bolzano hands it goes. Uli, the top scorer for Lukko. Coming in with 8 points, adds his 9th point in 7 games. The opening tally, redirecting the shot from Slovacek, who, by the way, had a great reputation for generating offense, playing in the Czech second division, made the move to the Czech first division last year, started strong there this year. Comes over to Lukko, it comes over to Lowe here, and a glorious opportunity for Keegan Lowe. Is a close call. Bolzano almost tying the game. So we see possession and we see shots from Lukko. Bolzano creating chances. And on we go, in across the line in the Bolzano zone. Mayon away from the checking of Pooley. Mayon in that top pairing with Plastino. You'd expect to see them out a lot when the top six are on the ice for the team from Rauma. Mayon doesn't find a way out, comes around for Toffer. He's bodied to the boards. And they don't escape. Lukko mishandles and buys Bolzano a little bit of breathing room. Skalitsky in the corner. The big Slovak rings are around. 6'5", 216, 3 Slovakian titles for Pavel Skalitsky. Skazli shows his skating ability and elusiveness. Slings a pass across neutral ice. Halmo there with one NHL goal. He's upended. Hindley snags the puck. Halmo with that goal as a New York Islander. Pass forward. There's another nifty move into the slot. Halmo, and just couldn't get it away. He was right there and couldn't quite get the shot to the net. And every time that top line buzzes, you feel it from the crowd. Pacey game almost halfway through the opening period, and what a chance in tight. Superb stop from Fazio. Right in on goal, Lukko, the one-time chance, and Fazio says no. Remember, 2-game total goal, everything so critical over the course of these contests between these teams. An interesting choice by Doug Mason to go with Fazio over Kevin Boyle, who had a long and impressive career in North America, including putting up good numbers in the American Hockey League. But it's Fazio who gets the start, and he looks good. Repo into the corner, back from injury. A proven sniper in the CHL, and this time the pass doesn't work out. Lukko starting from its own zone, a big body there, but they continue on. Shot from distance, sizzles high off the stick of Matala. Angle effort, Fazio pushes away. Lukko getting a change in as they begin the build-up. Abt buying a little space and time. He finds Sarayarvi. And in with the chance there was Pooley. That developed quickly. Bolzano will have to be wary of that type of pacey forward thrust from the visiting side. Deepen bodies his man to the boards. Sarayarvi comes along to help. Lukko slick and getting the puck and moving it forward very quickly into the right wing corner. Pooley, impressive point producer in North America. Pooley with 47 goals in 77 games in the ECHL. At the corner looking for goals. Pooley there at the post. The rebound, and they score. Quickly off the wall. Everybody reacting to the first chance. And when it found the pipe, Billy Sarayarvi was there waiting to slam it in. Nothing Fazio could do. 2-0 for Lukko. Just a battle on the boards that leads to an open chance. And D-zone coverage a little wanting for Bolzano, and Lukko has doubled the edge. .14 to play in the opening stanza. Doug Mason, I'm sure, likes some of the things that his team has been able to do in the first half of the period, but would have some concerns about the breakdowns and just dealing with the pace of Lukko. You can see the officials talking with some of the players on the ice. We'll see where they go with this. See the 2 on the scoreboard, but will we see that 2 stay there as the officials get a further look? Referees Daniel Stricker from Switzerland, Miroslav Stolz from Slovakia, and it's no goal. Hakolinen wants an explanation. 31-year-old, now in his second year with Lukko. You could see the call on the ice. You saw the referee in the background. He indicated it was a goal. But upon review, it doesn't stand. So a reprieve for Doug Mason's team. Not so fast on concerns for Bolzano of dealing with a 2-goal deficit. Do take a penalty. Slashing is the call. At 12:04, it's the first power play of the game. It's the speed, the pace of the game that Lukko brings that's causing problems for Bolzano.
It's actually even easier if the second guy is on the outside. We never really talked about that, but if the first guy is down here and the second forward is out here and we have a D and a D, because now if they drop it, now you can come from the side and be ready to go, and the first guy just comes back. So you can do that. Stay on the right, stay on the outside, and the 2 defensemen in the middle.
Doug Mason discussing some tactics during the power break. Teams are set to go. The power play set to begin, and you can see the score. It's gone back to 2-0. Was confusion when the face-off was at center after the review, even though it seemed like they had washed out. The goal by Sarajärvi. 2-0 the score on goals from Puuli and Sarajärvi. Goals just over 6 minutes apart, and the team from Finland leads by a couple and has the upper hand here on the man advantage. Their first power play of the series. 8 for 29 in the Champions Hockey League so far, but the extra man Lukko, an impressive 27.6%. And it's early in the first game of the 2-game series, but all of a sudden this penalty kill really important to Bolzano. Skolitsky packs it across the line, lost control. Gasly pounces and clears. There's Gregoire, snaps it ahead. Ilomaki, Skolitsky, Gregoire. On the half wall. To the point it goes. Gregoire in the middle. Takes the shot. Gets it to the left circle. Cross ice is Haga. He goes to the point. Gregoire with a drive. That ricochet is wide. And Finley will gladly scoop that loose puck and send it all the way down. The 20 seconds remaining in the advantage, and just over 6 minutes to go in the opening period. Ahead in the right for Repo. Cross ice he goes into the skates of his on-rushing teammate, but it falls nicely. And to the line they go. Shot from distance, blocked in front. Lowe got a good chunk of that one to turn it away. And now the teams get back to full and even strength, and that's a nice little boost for Bolzano as this first period moves along. Now 5-on-5, can they find a way to dig back into it? Hit Sheeler into the corner, slammed to the boards. Michelli coming in to help out. At the line, knocked down, pushed ahead by Mitzi. Big score in the Alps HL. First year with Bolzano for Joseph Mitzi. Bouncing puck taken down and slid ahead on the boards. Two 0 Lukko Rauma on goals from Puli and Sariarvi. Puli with his second, Sariarvi with his fourth of the CHL season. Now a foot race, getting after it. Halmo shoots off the wing. And an alert save from Lettinen, who took the angle away and then made sure there wasn't a rebound. And now Halmo getting into it with Apt. A couple of North Americans fired up to be playing playoff hockey. And I think Halmo would like to lure Abt into something, see if they can get a man advantage here. Looking for some late first period offense. And Halmo's got to walk that fine line. Wants to be that guy that makes a difference. And it'd be hard for him to make that difference sitting in the penalty box. Lettinen remarkable in the playoffs en route to the title last season in Finland with that 1.38 goals against, a 9.40 save percentage. And after that scrum, you see the referees clamping down on things. They know that this is playoff hockey. There's the potential for things to boil and maybe even boil over. Mike Halmo takes his seat. Mentioned his time with the Islanders, played in the American Hockey League. He played in Finland and has also played in the top league in Germany. So it's a player from each side, and lots of room out there. 4-on-4, and that sets up the shot from Plastino. And Lettinen just scooted out of that crease and turned it aside. Finley trying to get it over on the wing for Mayon, who jumped up from the line. Now a centering effort by Plastino knocked down. Back behind the Bolzano goal. Starting ahead, Mayon. He's got company. Manages to get a pass ahead. Forward effort intended for Bernard. It's by him and Gregoire. They go to the boards. Rigo into assist. Sariarvi, ton of ice in this opening period. He plays a lot for this team. That hasn't changed in the opening game of this matchup. Skates smoothly to center, the former Red Wing prospect. Drops it off. Looking into the slot, the shot, and the glove saved by Fazio. Justin Fazio reaches up and snatches that one out of the air from Piipinen. See the two involved in that exchange a moment ago in the penalty box. Samueli Piipinen on the other side of Mike Halmo. That's how we get to 4-on-4. Just over 3.5 to go in the opening period. That was Apt in the box. Opposite Halmo. Keeping there a moment ago. Sariarvi with it lurking. Spins out in front. Shoots! And buzzed it just off the mark. Sariarvi looking so strong in this opening period. Piipinen. Sariarvi manages to stay inside the blue line. Played it low, coming over to help out Frank. Frank with Michelli. And Michelli scoops and skates. He'll cross the red line. Now the Lukko line. Takes the shot. Blocker saved by Lettinen. With a bobble at the line. And Bolzano can't stick around as the teams get back to 5-on-5. Puli and Sariarvi with the goals in the game. Lukko up by 2. Trivelato forward. Gregoire with a nice touch. Lukko as far as center. Bolzano slows it up, can't stop it completely. And it's Gregoire back in his own end. Scoreline not affecting the atmosphere in the building. The fans singing and enjoying themselves at this one. Playoff time in the CHL. Puck caroms around to the left wing. Played right side for Gregoire. Scoops it towards the net. Gathered along the boards. Nowhere to go, and Finley snags it. As an outlet, can't find it with that right wing pass. Near collision in neutral territory. And Lukko will regroup. Down to 95 seconds remaining in the opening period. 2-game total goal series between Lukko and Rauma, winners of Group C, and the runners-up in Group H, Bolzano. This one coming to you from Bolzano, Italy. And the Italians will shoot it in and chase after it. Bernard there, he gets physical on the opposite 18. Still, Lukko finds a way forward. Skalitsky redirects. Ayon backtracking. Did a nice job there to spin away from the man, but coughed the puck up. And scooting over the corner, Toffer. Michelli turned over at the line. This could be dangerous. Spinning and scooping it low, Hakalinen. Trivolato can't find a way out. Comes to the right side. The shot, Fazio snares it and holds on with 35 seconds to go. Really important for Bolzano to get to the room with the scoreline, at least as it stands now. Of course, they'd love to improve the gap a little before the end of the break. Lomacki and Finley for the draw. Finley with a big D-zone win. Plastino with the rimmer. Gets it to the line, doesn't get out. Middle of the zone, shot, snapped wide, rebound, dangerous. It came off the end boards pretty dramatically and almost presented an open goal. Down to 15 seconds to go in the period. Intercepted by Finley. He's hoping for some late heroics. Drops it off. There's a shot. They can't turn that red light on. The final seconds coming off the clock in the opening period. And the horn sounds. One stanza complete in the first game of this playoff series between Lukko Rauma and HC Bolzano. And it's that man, Marco Virtanen, feeling better about things than his counterpart Doug Mason would be. It's 2-0 Lukko after 20. And by for the first intermission. They followed, of course, with second period play-by-play for you from the ice ball. Lukko by 2.
präsent. 37, Just.
Bolzano head coach Doug Mason making his way back behind the bench for the home side. They've got some work to do, down 2-0 after the opening period of play of game one of this two-game total goal series. Justin Fazio in goal for Bolzano in this game, getting the start after putting together a couple of impressive performances in the Champions Hockey League prior to this, back in the group stage, with a .954 save percentage, and certainly was strong in that first period, making 12 stops on 14 shots. But Lukko breaking through on goals from their CHL top scorer, Scott Cooley, and from their Liga joint top scorer, Ville Serajärvi. In fact, solo top scorer, Serajärvi, 15 points to Andre Hakalinen's 14 in Liga scoring for Lukko. So some guys who are no strangers to the score sheet, putting that team, Bolzano, in a 2-goal hole after the opening period of the two-game series. The home support has been singing and urging its team on, and they have not been without chances. They've been following along. You saw the good opportunity for Finley early on before the game had seen a goal, as he broke in off a turnover and tested Lassi Lettinen. But Alberga's side unable to break through then, and then after going down 1-0, it was Keegan Lowe finding himself in a wide open spot and unable to put it in behind Lassi Lettinen. So Lukko skates out up by 2. Ice time leaders in the opening period. It was Dylan DePerna, the defenseman, leading the way for Bolzano with 5 minutes 16 seconds played. Calmo got into a tussle in the opening period with Matthew Apt from Lukko, spent a little time in the box. But a big part of that top line for Bolzano. On the other side, time on ice wise, that top defense pairing, Samuli Piipanen and Ville Serajärvi, putting in some good work already in this one, with both well over 7.5 minutes in the opening period. Shots on goal were 14-7. These folks well protected and enjoying the game. And they'd like to see, I'm guessing, the home side cut into that 2-goal deficit. Second game in the series. 1 week from tomorrow at Kavikulan Arena in Rauma. And what will the score look like going into that one? That's not on Vili Saariarvi's mind at the moment. He's focused on the task at hand. Top line out there for both sides to begin period number 2. Teams at full and even strength. One power play in the game. It went to Lukko, and they didn't cash in. Yeah, both goals had even strength. There's a review of the second goal. It appeared it had been canceled out after video review. Referees satisfied with what they saw. The Swiss and Slovak officials conferring and concluding, yeah, good goal, so it's 2-0 as we settle into period number 2. Finley opposite the former Boston College player Julius Matila on that face-off. Quickly down the other end. Gasly in on the forecheck. He's back from injury. Big boost for Doug Mason's team. They're missing 2 key players still, though. Marco Insam with a lower body injury, and Dan Catenacci suspended. Second game of a 2-game ban for him. He's the Foxes' Ice HL scoring leader with 14 points on the season, sharing that spot with Mike Halmo. So a couple of good players, big names for Bolzano, out of the lineup. They'll be motivated to get a good result here today. Well, the Foxes for their teammates, and see what kind of a lineup they can come up with for the second leg. Picked up in neutral territory. Haga. Last couple of years in Sweden for Michael Haga. Dishes it off. Picks it back up, makes a nifty move, works his way in the offensive zone. Shot off the rush. Kicked away by Fazio. After the loose puck is Trivelato. Over 300 games in the DEL, the German top flight for Trivelato, now playing for Bolzano, and he watches now his team in the offensive zone. Here's a little bit of space, the shot knocked down. And Lukko very quick to switch it to offense, but in the midst of a change as across the line is Petman. In front, an open man, the backhand. What a save there! Spectacular stop from Fazio. Spread out along the ice and somehow kept it out. Massive save from Fazio. Still pushing, Lukko trying to follow it up with another test for the goaltender. Bolzano breaks it up, but a bobble. Skalitsky's on it. Talked about the pace of play from Lukko being an issue for Bolzano, and they just appear to be a team that's not getting the space and time they're used to. Now Skalitsky turns it over. Scooting ahead down the right side and getting it in deep. Alberga. Trying to stick around down there, and Alberga nearly created an opportunity off a turnover. But here comes Lukko. Big bump there. And knocked down along the boards in Linus Niemann, and away goes Bolzano. Center lane drive, can they get it there? Not this time, collision in front. And the play carries on. That's what Bolzano's looking for, a little bit of speed off the rush. Drive to the crease. Finley trying to force a turnover. Pressure there, up ice. Halmo in and gets physical. Gregoire snaps one ahead. Driving on this near side, Matila, they can't get it to him. Sent along the boards, picked off to Haas. Haas, a 6th round pick of the Red Wings a number of years ago. He helps to exit the zone, but no cohesion up ice this time for Bolzano. Italy involved in a couple of international games over the recently completed international break. Shootout win against Ukraine recently. And as a result of that, finished second to Hungary at the competition in Hungary. look back at the incredible stop from Fazio a moment ago. Justin Fazio, busy in that opening period, keeps it going in the second. And Lukko held to the 2-goal edge. Coming up on 5 minutes played in period 2. Back into his own zone on it, Plastino. Played in the CHL with Norwegian, Finnish, Swiss, and now Italian clubs. Nick Plastino, 35 years of age. Number 44 on that Bolzano blue line, looking in as Michelli scoops it up down low. Comes to the line, the blast, and it sizzles just wide. Plastino, not about shooting, just gets it down the corner. Over to gather it, Skalitsky, he'll settle things a bit. Whipped ahead, gathered in by Peverinta. He finds a teammate on the left. The angle drive, seeking that top corner. And Fazio holds on. Up and down the ice quickly. And Bolzano has to be wary of that defense getting stretched in transition from Lukko. Dock for the guests. And after a bit of movement, the face-off circle. They're going to have to reorganize. Low with a chat with the linesman. All right, so they will settle in, and a penalty has been called here on the movement at the faceoff. Into the box is Pitschieler, second power play of the game for Lukko. Bouncing puck near the crease. Sent down the ice by Bolzano. A nervous position to be in for Bolzano, you'd imagine, down by 2 in the total goal matchup, and dealing with the Lukko power play that scored 8 times in the CHL already. Matila stapled to the boards. Big hit there. Bouncing puck gathered in by Bolzano, and the separation of man from puck allowed Bolzano to get an important clearance. Speed through neutral ice. Lukko snaps it around the boards. Knocked down at the line. Here's Sarajärvi backpedaling. Dishes. Right circle. Finley tries to pressure, gets to Repo. His shot, though, knocked down by DePerna. And he'll stand at the distance. Finley trying to keep the game down at the other end. Gets in, puts the squeeze on Slovacek, making his Lukko debut. He's got an assist in the game. Sent the shot from the line on the opening goal that was redirected by Pooley. Last half minute of the man advantage. Skalitsky on the board. Zilomaki. Gregoire right side. Cross ice, one-timer, and just wide from Ilomaki. See what they were working towards there, Lukko. Just unable to get the shot to the net. Bolzano not to give up ice, trying to take away the middle of the ice. And now they will take care of the final seconds of the Lukko advantage. Fans calling for a penalty. They want to see a Bolzano power play. Boxes through the neutral zone. Shoveled in. Skalitsky behind the goal, has a man on him. Don't know if he saw Pitschieler coming as the teams are back at even strength, and took a bump there. and poised though. Skolitsky dropping it off. Nearing 8 minutes played in period 2 in this 2-0 game. Lukko Rauma, the Finnish champs, and the winners of Group C, up by a pair on the Group H runners-up, Bolzano of Italy. Big contact there in the neutral zone. Behind the play, they try and sort through that meeting of the bodies, and now here's a break. Bolzano was nearly in and opted to drop it off, and chance disappeared with that decision. Lukko behind the net. Fazio quick to intervene. Finley plays it off. The long lead pass doesn't connect. Lettinen from the goal. Put it on the boards, and it slipped by the Bolzano player. They're trying to pin him in and create some offense. Doesn't work. Now right down the middle. A threat from Lukko. Back the line aft with the shot. Doesn't take much for Lukko to pick up the pace and spend some time in that offensive zone. Things aren't going well domestically for Lukko. They're in 11th out of 15 teams with 9 wins in 20 games, but maybe they can build something from this coming out of the international break, as Fazio is called into action once again. Natala. Fazio out to handle. Fazio found that kick plate. Bolzano just not linking in turning from defending to attacking. Down the wing. Ipunen drops. Ilomaki's in the middle. He'll give it off. This is neatly worked around. Shades of a power play with the slick movement. Contact interrupting things. And at the line, they deem just outside, and we get a stoppage in play. 2 goals in the first, none in the second so far in Bolzano.
Lyhyt terävä vaihto.
(14-7) the shots in the first for the team Doug Mason is trying to find a way to solve. Second period, 7-1. Shots favoring Lukko. Justin Fazio giving his team a chance, but they've got to find a way to slow up Lukko and dig into the gap. The fans doing their part. They've been terrific all game long at the Ice Fall, also known as the Alonda, standing and singing, supporting their team. Halfway through regulation time in the opener, Pooley with 2 points in the game has it. Sends it low to the slot, the chance, and a good stop again from Fazio as Piipinen got in all on his own. Those kinds of chances are going to cause major problems for Bolzano if they happen with frequency. Some puck watching, getting guys turning away from coverage responsibilities, and all of a sudden glorious opportunities are there. Fazio continues to shine. Comes to the netminder. The Italian international will hold on. Came into the season, did Fazio with a .916 career save percentage playing in the ICHL. Off the face-off, elects to keep it moving this time into the corner for Trivelato. Bolzano can't get it out of the zone. On the boards, Linus Niemann. Slick with the puck. He'll come to the line. Working along the boards, Sarajärvi couldn't get anywhere there. Goes far side. Bolzano again, and all of a sudden out of space. And it was nearly steered on target. That's what Lukko can do. A good skating team. All four lines and throughout their defense core. Back in the Lukko zone. Ipponen. 6'4". Part of that title-winning team last season as a whistle stops the play. And he's a staple on that top pairing as Ipponen with Sarajärvi. Opening goal at 5:29, a deflection from Pooley. And that second goal, Sarajärvi on a rebound from a Pooley shot that went off the post, 11:46 in the first period. That's what separates the teams right now as it comes to the goal mouth. They jam in tight and they score. Bolzano is on the board. Huge goal for the home side. And they're right back in it. Those fans have been cheering since moment one, hoping for the breakthrough, and here it is. Gasly's there jamming away. Halmo's there fighting. And the top line connects. The goal mouth, you see it went off the post on a nice little move from Halmo, and they stayed with it, and the pressure was too much. And Bolzano within one at 2-1. Gasly back from injury, remember, and joining Finlay and Halmo on that first line for Doug Mason. And you notice them every time they're out. So, different flavor to things all of a sudden. And we'll see where it takes us. Just past the midway mark of period 2. Lukko trying to get right back to the attack. Sent low. Comes around the near side. Itzy dished it off into neutral ice. Shot in by Pitt-Sheeler. Second year at Bolzano. At the line, DePerna winds and fires. At the point on the far side, Lowe couldn't hold it in. He had a man right on him. Battles well and slows up the charge from Lukko. And now the puck's up and out of play. So 2 in the first for Lukko. And the only goal here in the second goes to Bolzano. Time of the goal is 11:08. It's Halmo's goal from Toffer. That's the official score at this point. But for Halmo, that's his second of the CHL season. Talked about Bolzano in this facility during the Champions Hockey League so far, with a win, an overtime loss, and a shootout loss, as there's a discussion going on about the whistle blowing there. That overtime loss 4-3 to Red Bull Salzburg in the group stage finale, which meant they had to settle for second in Group H. So they haven't quite come through the way they would have liked at home, but played some very good games. They're within one here, and we see a correction off the whistle. They'll bring it to center ice and start things up again. Dumped into the Lukko zone, rimmed around, at the line over to knock it down. Toffer. Almost in the corner. Got a couple of men on him. Finlay in to lend a hand. Round on the near side. Sakkonen. Youngster up from the U20 team for Lukko. And they're buzzing a little now at the offensive end. Bolzano satisfied just to get it out between the blue lines. Under some pressure there with Lukko up, forcing the defense. Kainalainen causing problems. And he can do that. Former HPK prospect joining Rauma. Gasly into the circle. Bolzano forced to the perimeter, but sticking around in that offensive zone. A little bit of life after the 2-1 goal. Down from the line, Plastino. Can't keep it in. Back goes Mayon. Here's Plastino to center. Mayon up on the play, couldn't reel it in. Darting forward, Peve Rinta across the line, drops it off. Looking to the front of the net, Skalitsky. A big body holding off the checking, but the pass gets away from the defender, Pietala, who had a good scoring chance in the first period. And Lukko's back in its own zone. Just more than 6 minutes to go in period 2. Lukko coming into the playoffs on a real tear, outscoring Cardiff 11-5 and sweeping a pair from the Devils. They played well here too, but the edge is just one as we work our way through period 2.
Hyökkäysalueella hyökkääjien aktiivisuus. Liike heti liikkeelle. Kova pohja. Vaihda puoli. Käytä viivaa.
There's the Canadian coach for Bolzano, Doug Mason, his first year with the team after the last 5 years.
Let's get a goal. Let's get a goal here, right off the face-off here.
Working with the Graz 99ers. Trying to push his team. He likes that they've fought their way right back in it. And to take advantage of an offensive zone face-off. Alberga, Belicetti. And Michelli out there. And again, movement at the face-off. And the Norwegian Haga is talking with Alberga about what the official is expressing. It seems to be the case. And right off the face-off, possession for Repo. 4 goals in 4 CHL games so far this season for Sebastian Repo. He's scored some beauties. Akalinen skating forward, is dropped into the middle. There's the drive. And a good threat from Lukko off the rush. Boy, they're quick to get to the offense. This one opens up right in the middle. And Fazio's ready. That right shot of Repo is a handful. They find him. Oh, just skipped off his stick after the face-off. Shot from the line and no further play. Fazio squeezes it to the Fox. A calm, cool approach from Justin Fazio, so important for Bolzano. They're going to spend time in the defensive zone and they're going to give up shots. They need that goaltender there to just keep it simple and cool back there. And the face-off into the corner they go. Lukko emerging with the puck. Down the wing, Iponen looks back to the line. Eludes Sarajärvi, who played with Finland in the Karjala Cup. Finland lost 3-1 to Sweden, so finished second in that event. The Russians in third, and the Czech team in fourth. Sarajärvi impressing in Liga, in the CHL, and representing Finland. Now here's a break. Gasly's in, shoots, save by Lehtinen. In goes Gasly, and Lehtinen says no. Glorious opportunity for Bolzano to tie the game, and Lehtinen not letting him in. Talked about calm and cool net mining at the other end, and that's pretty impressive. in the Lukko net. Anything you can do, I can do better, says Lettinen. From the draw. Long shot, bodied in front, bouncing around, and Lukko able to get it below the goal line. Now they work wide, get the speed up. They had him to play Gregoire, the defender. Now they'll get a shot to the target. 4.5 to play in period 2. Bolzano with the only goal to frame, Mike Halmo. And they're looking for more. And the forecheck set in front, bounced off the goaltender and caused some problems. Now Lukko finds a way out. Can they break through here? Pooley is denied. He's got 2 points in the game. He's not going to get one there with Keegan Lowe tidying up. Now Bolzano will get a change in. Long change second. Fresh legs on the ice now for the Foxes. Apt to center. On the wing, the shot off the rush off the stick of Kainalainen. Bolzano able to stem the tide. Charging down the right side, Bernard, the great veteran. The shot loose in front and just pushed away by Lukko. And the temperature getting turned up by Bolzano at this point in the second frame. Crowd coming into it more and more. Cross corner shooting. Skalitsky drops it off. Now playing it, coming off the line. A quick shot there as things open up. They continue to create good looks. Mikko Petman with a dangerous shot there. Sending it high. Petman working in the corner. Comes to the line. Out to the right for Gregoire. Gregoire watch closely. Michelli keeping an eye on him. Mayon going to work on his man. That's a big body to deal with. And Skalitsky at 6'5" and well over 200. Snap from distance, bouncing away. Kept in at the line, but only for an instant. And now we get a whistle stopping the play. The delayed offside was on, and that touch will move the faceoff. Bolzano looking for it down the other way. And here they go in the Lukko zone after a chat between Finley and the linesman. Haga against Finley. Haga wins it. All those little things add up. Possession going to Lukko off the drop of the puck. Pressure down low. In front is Finley. Can't get it to him. This line has been such a difference-making line for Bolzano. Finley, Gasly, and Halmo. Halmo with that chance a moment ago, nearly squaring the affair. Onto the puck, Piponen. Cross ice through the neutral zone they go. Speed off the rush, opens up. And that one just about found the mark. Follow-up chance. And Fazio swimming, fighting. Where is it? They score. Huge goal for Lukko late in the second period. As Bolzano fights to try and tie the game back at the other end, it's Lukko breaking through. You can see Fazio swimming after the initial threat, trying to find a way to get to the puck, and the centering effort deflects in and makes it a 3-1 game. 18-18 of the second period, and the 2-goal lead restored for Lukko. That's a tough one to give up late in the period for Bolzano. Still 1:29 to go in the middle stanza. Important moments in the game now. And Bolzano regain some of that energy, some of that momentum and confidence, and tighten things up. Puck over the glass and out. Did DePerna send that directly over the glass? If he did, it's delay of game, as you know. And yes, he's off, so that is really tough timing for Bolzano. So close to tying it at 2, then they go down 3-1, and now it's the third power play of the game for Lukko with 1:15 to go in the second. Critical PK here for Bolzano. They were 25 for 29 in the tournament entering the game today. Added a couple of kills. They really need one now. Alkalinen credited with the goal, his first of the tournament, to make it 3-1. Is there a fourth rate here on the power play? Fazio doing a nice job to take care of the action in tight. On the puck is De Haas, and he sends it all the way down the ice. In the last minute of the second, Alkalinen on the wing, Neiman bouncing around, trying to gobble it up there. Finley is able to help set the table for a clearance. So nearing a half minute remaining in the second period. Power play continuing for Lukko. Working off the rush with speed. Haga wanted to get to the front, and that just put off on the back check from De Haas. Good defending from big number 16. Final seconds of the second. At the line, Gregoire, left side, the drive, and that one just about found the back of the net. Now Bobo will help Bolzano get to the dressing room within 2 goals. There's the horn, there's the end of the period. And the teams that were separated by 2 after 1 are separated by 2 after 2. Keegan Lowe is stirring the pot just a little at the end of 40 minutes. And Bolzano will go to the dressing room a little bit disappointed. They had themselves within striking distance, but then an excellent letting stop off of Gasly from tying the game, and instead they're down by 2 and have some penalty kill to get to when the third period comes around in just a little bit. Lukko leads 3-1 after 40 at the Ice Falla in Bolzano. Back in Bolzano, Italy. Great to have you along. My name is Mitch Peacock. We're getting set for the start of the third period of the opening game of the two-game total goal series between HC Bolzano and Lukko Rauma of Finland. Lukko, the reigning Liga champs, struggling domestically at the moment in 11th spot out of 15 teams in the Finnish league with 9 wins in 20 games, but they've been excellent. The Champions Hockey League strong in the game today. The first game of the knockout stage and lead at 3-1 going to the third. Bolzano with some key penalty killing duties to attend to start this third period. 45 seconds remaining in a minor penalty that they are trying to navigate their way through to stay close and see what they can do in the remainder of this opening game of the series. It's a game that's seen Lukko have the edge territorially and in shots on goal. 14-7 in the first, 14-6 in the second. The shots for the guests from Rauma. But Bolzano's found a way to stick around. They got to within 1 in the second period, and Mike Halmo's second of the tournament. A gritty goal in and around the crease, pushing and fighting and not giving up till it crossed the line, and they got themselves within 2-1 then. And they had a breakaway with 5 minutes to go in the period. Sent in alone Dustin Gasly back from injury, and he almost was the hero tying it up. Instead, a big glove save from Lassi Lehtinen kept it at 2-1 Lukko, and then Lukko got one at 18-18 in that second period to restore their 2-goal lead. They led it 2-0 after 1, and it is 3-1 as we begin the third period. Andre Hakalinen with the latest of the goals. That goal from a scramble near the end of the second to get us to 3-1. Smile still on the faces of the faithful. They know anything can happen over the last bit of this first game. Setting the table for the second leg at Kavikulan Arena 1 week from tomorrow. Big day in the Champions Hockey League with the knockout stages getting underway. 7 games on the schedule with 1 to follow tomorrow. Scores include Klagenfurt of Austria with a 4-0 lead on Leksand, playing in the third period. And that one has now gone final. So Klagenfurt, who played in the ICHL final against Bolzano last season, has picked up a win. And the other winner on the day, Sparta Praha, with a 3-1 decision over Skellefteå. So a couple of Swedish sides with setbacks on match day 1 of the round of 16. And we'll get you some partial scores in just a moment as the game permits. The third period is underway. Lukko in blue leading by 2 and with the man advantage for 20 seconds longer. Repo on the right side boards. Banks it off the end wall. Sarayarvi around. He put it low. Repo trying to find it in a battle with De Haas. Jarred loose. And onto it is Gasly. Darting ahead. He has been a really nice addition to Bolzano coming off injury. He sends it in deep and mission accomplished for Bolzano. They get through that third power play of the game from Lukko without any further damage. And can play him 5-on-5 now. Incomplete pass, and we get an icing call just over a minute into the third. Those other games today, Vecqua and Tappara 2-2. They're playing in the third. Frölunda way out in front of Mannheim 6-1. COVID protocol really affecting the Adler lineup for the game. Red Bull Munich leads Fribourg-Gotteron 2-1. Fribourg, remember, getting through the group stage 6-0, the first team to ever do that in the Champions Hockey League. The other game, ZSC 2-1 over Rogla. They're playing in the second period. And 1 game on the docket for tomorrow, closing out that opening slate of 8 games in the first phase of the knockout stage of the Champions Hockey League 21-22 season. Here's Gregoire to center. Or Ilomaki across the line. He's pushed off of it. Alberga tried to get it ahead. Now they will dump it in, and the Foxes will try to establish a forecheck. Ilomaki on the boards, bounces away. Bolzano spinning to the net. And there's contact on the goaltender in the crease and right on top of Lehtinen. Referee quick to pick that up and blow the whistle. Alberga trying to set up shop and make life difficult for the Finnish goaltender. But with that crease violation, they move it out to neutral territory. Leon lining up in the wing on this line. Shot from distance off the restart. Lettinen knocks it aside. Bernard from the corner. Can't get to where he'd like to. There's Mayon now in a more familiar spot. Passes ahead, dished up on the right. Collected along the boards and switching sides. Changing the point of attack. Across the line comes Lukko. Drop pass picked off. Some good defensive play getting back to arrive on the scene. And looks like we're going to get the first power play of the game for Bolzano, as that back checking forward went to the ice. Yeah, the stick into the skates there plainly from Keinoalainen. Frigo takes the tumble. And at 2:36 of the third, get to see what the home team can do with the man advantage. Bolzano power play 4 for 21 in the group stage. Sometimes it's not clicking all the time, but the timing of a special teams goal, and let's see if they can get some timing here in their favor. Scrambled in behind the goal. Onto it is Finley, their scoring leader in the Champions Hockey League. He also leads them in goals in the Ice Hockey League, but right now up ice, good work from Repo. Plastino finally got away from the checking. And now Plastino will make his way to that center red line, gain the blue line and start to create some offensive chances, but Lukko quick to respond. 35-year-old Plastino having to get back under the checking pressure of the speedier Hakalinen. Now Finley avoiding some pressure. On to power play unit 2 into the second half of the advantage. Bouncing puck high in the air, deep in the Lukko zone. The pressure along the boards at the end. Frigo, Frank, Bernard, veterans on the Italian hockey scene. On that far side, chopped loose, but no link up, and down it goes from Lukko to Fazio. Trivelato starts it ahead. Longtime DEL player will get it back inside the line. Out to the left, here's a shot. And you could see that Lettinen was fighting to try and get his eyes on it. Bolzano unable to capitalize, down to a handful of seconds to go in the power play. And it wasn't as threatening as they would have liked it to have been, as Keinoalainen returns. 0 for 1 on the power play, still trailing by 2. Eamon stood up at the Bolzano line. Hawks is inside their own zone. Lowe dishes off. They'll get it back. Push it out to center ice. Keegan Lowe, a former third-round pick of the Carolina Hurricanes, saw some action in the NHL with the Canes, but now it's action for Lukko. And just stopped up as they neared the crease. On the far side, scooting over to get to it. Villacetti across the line, sends it goalward. Lettinen watching carefully. Along the boards, Alberga trying to get it out in front. Michelli pushed away. Good shift from this line. Time in that offensive zone, but ultimately it's Lukko dashing away. Looking for something from the wing is Petman. Kept to the perimeter, run into by Halmo, has been a physical force in this game. Halmo behind the net. Plastino. Faustino goes short, snapped off the boards, and to the Lukko line. Speed off the bench, in there quickly was Gasly, just couldn't get by his man or he would have been in. Sent forward on the wing, Halmo bounces it off the boards, shot from the angle, in fact backside, and Gasly just couldn't steer it on target. Redirect in tight, and Lettinen holds on. Another good sequence from that top line. Very clever pass to the weak side, and just couldn't put it away, but they stayed with it and got Lettinen working. 3-1 the score. Lukko on top in period 3.
Älä oleta, hei puhu kaverille. Auta.
Marco Virtanen, the bench boss for Lukko Rauma, talking with his team. He replaced Pekka Virta, who joined Seipa. Virtanen led Yip to the CHL title in 2018, and you heard him there with a little English mixed in. Move the puck. That's how you get out of the defensive zone and relieve the pressure. They do not want to give Bolzano life in this noisy, energetic building. Iponen, watched by Halmo, ahead Ilomäki. To the wing it goes, across the line. Here's Pooley with a shot, snared out of the air by Fazio. Pooley opened the scoring in the game back in the first period. Got an assist on the Serie Arvi goal that made it 2-0, and team's leading scorer in the Champions Hockey League nearly added to his totals. Fazio making that look routine. And it was anything but. Ilomäki with Pooley and Neiman, but back the other way goes Bolzano. Dish down low, Toffer. He had an assist on the goal from Halmo back in the second. Ivan Toffer, Italian international, his 3rd season in Bolzano. In the Foxes zone they go. That's Pooley on it. Sent it towards the line, but he'll force his team to regroup. Just over 7 minutes gone here in the 3rd period. Game 1 of 2 between these teams. Turned over in the neutral zone. Here's Lowe. Snapped a pass ahead. In across the line. Upended was the Bolzano player. But they play on, and now a shot deflects off the playing surface for a stoppage. Well, you might be surprised to learn that Jaromir Jagr was once a Bolzano player. He played for the team in the 94-95 NHL lockout. He only got into 5 games, and he produced 16 points, 8 goals, and 8 assists for Jaromir Jagr. It's building an historic one. Built for the 94 World Championship, hosting Champions Hockey League play now. 3rd period in Bolzano. And it's a 3-1 Lukko lead. Lukko looking for its 5th win in 7 CHL starts this season as Lettinen punches one away. At his own line, scooped up by Filicetti. In on loan from Fassa of the Alps Hockey League. He had 12 points in 15 games there to begin the year. Lukko in neutral ice. Interesting to watch the way the game is unfolding. Remember, 2-game total goal series. So the team's kind of looking at it in some respects as one big game, and don't see some of the adjustments in a 3rd period you might see in a game with, strictly speaking, 3 points on the line. Here's Lowe. Goes glass, can't get it out. Neatly stopped up there by Sarajärvi. Round Piipanen. He'll rim it. Scooped up by Trivalato. Make that De Haas. Played 3 years in the American Hockey League with the Flyers affiliate. And we get a whistle stopping the play. Just about 9 minutes gone here in the third. Bolzano at Valpusteria on Friday in the Ice HL. They take on the last place team on the road. At Cal Pa Friday for Lukko Rauma in Liga. Those teams are even on points. So an important game domestically coming up later in the week for Marco Virtanen's team. But this one, all that matters right now. Lukko 3 and Bolzano 1. Racing after the puck, Finley. Watched by Ilomäki. They come together. Ilomäki with 2 Foxes on him. Manages to get free and it'll come to Pulley. Slick work by Gregoire. Finds an outlet. Lukko not forcing anything right now. 2-goal lead in possession. Okay with them. Bolzano trying to find a way through, and they have had chances in this game. Finley early on when it was scoreless. Lowe with a chance when it was 1-0 Lukko. Gasly with that breakaway at 2-1 in the second period. We almost tied it at 2, and Lettinen made a superb glove stop. They have had opportunities despite being outshot. Here comes Bernard. Forward Frigo. In to get a bump on down low. Bolzano. Lots of blue shirts around though. As Doug Mason's squad gets a change in. The fans trying to give them an injection of energy here. Up into the far corner. Repo on it. Sends it back towards the line. Pietila. Cross ice. Gregoire winds, fires. There's a big block from Lowe. Not easy transitioning to the attack. They get it only as far as center, Bolzano. And it's right back in. Fazio out of the cage. Lowe takes the close option. Sensible one. Now trying to find a way through Pittsheeler, and he's forced back into his own zone. This is exactly what Virtanen wants to see from his team. Good, responsible checking. Taking time off the clock and making it tough for Bolzano to create opportunity. Collision in the neutral zone there. The physicality has been here in this game. A lot of it coming from that big line for Bolzano. Calmo has really been a presence, and he's on the puck now. He's got the goal for the home side. Across the line from Mayon, and they say it was just offside, with Mayon bearing down in between the circles, and a little smile from Sarajärvi, who was glad to see that threat come to an end. Shots on goal in the third, 5-3 Bolzano. They've been able to have a bit more of the share of things in period 3. Doug Mason, ever the teacher, getting some words in on the bench. Marco Insam out with an injury. Dan Catenacci out due to suspension. 2 key guys, remember, away for Bolzano for this game as well. As Pulley goes back to work. Left side, the drive, and that's stopped by Fazio. Play carries on. Thought he had smothered it. The threat continues. Sarajärvi with a little head fake. Played it to Piipanen. Comes back across. Sarajärvi was going to switch spots with his partner. Had to scramble to find the puck. Down low for Pulley. Comes to the top of the circle. Sarajärvi won't shoot it. Spinning off the top of the circle. Things open up. Niemann the shot. And that was very nicely engineered by Lukko, but they can't find a fourth. At least not just yet. Ipponen gave it off. Sarajärvi ahead. Then turned over. Sloppy there from the home side. They'll be disappointed to give it up. They worked so hard to get it. Down the right, Yalitalo. DePerna's behind the goal, working with his partner Civolato. And DePerna makes his way to center. Made his Italy debut in the international break in Hungary, Dylan DePerna. Playing a part here for Bolzano in the Champions Hockey League. And across the line, the bouncing puck. The winner of this series advancing to the quarterfinal. Take on the winner of Fribourg-Gotteron and Red Bull Munich. As Repo sends one out in front of the net. Caroms into the corner, stick up high, and a Bolzano player. And the second power play of the game for Bolzano is on the way at a very interesting time. It's the second power play of the period. As the break comes along at a good time. Lowe takes one in the chompers. Takes one for the team, and the power play about to begin for Bolzano as they try to narrow the gap. It's been a battling contest for Fazio. More evidence of that there. And he's kept his team in it. So Repo to the box at 15:44 as Doug Mason thinking about power play possibilities for his team here. And to get it to 3-2. Finley, Gasly, Almo, back at the line, Plastino. Out to the right it goes, the shot! Lettinen watching carefully. Plastino sent back into his own zone. Through the middle of the ice and across the line they go. Joseph Mitzi, the fifth member of the power play, getting the entry. At the line, Plastino, the shot, Finley, and it's blocked. Cross ice it comes, one-timer, Gasly blasted on high. Low from Finley, Almo there, couldn't settle it, right on him. Lukko able to get it and dish it down the ice. 5.5 to play in the third. And now 1:10 to go on the Bolzano power play. The fans on their feet. They've been there all game, but they're really pushing now. Trying to will the Foxes to another one here. Really set up an exciting second leg. In across the line with it, Frank. Runs out of room, rims it around. Gathered on the boards by Frigo. And they just can't settle it, just can't get pucks to the net. And down it goes. There's a drop off from that top line for Bolzano, at least in this game. And across the line, the pass was intended for Frank, broken up. Right back on it. Frank stays with it. 22 seconds to go on the power play, but Lukko looking pretty comfortable in dealing with that second unit. Perhaps one last push on the advantage. Civolato sent the pass ahead, missed everybody in red, and that's icing at the tail end of the man advantage. That's a tough break for Bolzano. The formula is there for the underdog Foxes. Good goaltending. Try to minimize the threat of the speedy, skilled Finns, and then take your chances when they come. And they've hung around, but it's the favorites from Finland Their skill and their depth and their quality shining through so far. 3-1 Lukko on top. A shade over 4 minutes to go in the third. And right in on goal to break. Repo's in, and he snapped it just high. So quick to surge into those opportunities. And nearly extending the lead. Repo to keep his streak going. 4 goals in 4 CHL games. At the line, Mayon. As a look, snaps one, steered wide. Jump on the rebound. Felicetti working there. Mayon at the line. He goes cross ice. Down low. Coming out in front. They'll jam. Rebound chance. Continuing to push for it and can't get it to go. Good shift here from the Foxes. More than they saw in their power play moments ago. It's to the line, and boy, they felt that was held in. The linesman says no, and then there's an exchange as Repo gets into the middle of it. Just getting things simmering a little for the remainder of this game, and with the second leg coming up next week. Right in goal, right into the front of the goal, that is, from Michelli, and just couldn't find a way through. It's a really good shift from that line. Right into the danger area, Lettinen down, taking the bottom part of the net away. And the score line holds. Now trying to change things. Darting ahead, Gasly looking to the front of the net. He's upended. Play will carry on. You can hear the fans. They wanted another power play. Almo and Finley working hard along the boards. Pepe Renta's got a hold of Finley's stick. He didn't like it. And the whistle blows. The referees are going to step in here and call a penalty or two. Looks like it might be one on each side. This big line for the Foxes really working to try and tighten it up. And the enthusiasm on a little strong as we see Finley taking a seat in the box, and on the other side looks like Sami Peperynta is going to sit down. 4-on-4, 2:57 to go here in the third period. 2-0 after one, each team with a goal in the second. And a good third period, but no scoring to report. Ilo Mackey and Bernard in for the faceoff. Experienced players on either side. It comes to the Foxes, the shot, and a good look there. Gahan with a chance. And it remains 3-1 Lukko. Now a bit of a flop in the middle part of the ice. Play carries on, and that's how the referee saw it. Will be a penalty for embellishment coming up as Fazio heads to the bench. Pass ahead on the wing, taken by Bernard. He spins, drops. Mayon shoots! Saved by Lettinen, and no further play. 1:23 to go in the 4-on-4 scenario. 2:21 to go in the third. And Bolzano will get a chance, but the extra skater once again. Their third such opportunity here in period 3, and you know what Doug Mason has got to be thinking, that the power play, with any success at all, could really have tightened this thing up. Eaponen trying to make a rink-length dash, and his skates got tangled up a little, but he went down fairly dramatically, and that's what the referees picked up on, I think. And so Mason is going to step in here and be the man with the plan.
Okay, and then you stay up here, because Plas is going to be going down 10, good timing going down, and he might even throw it back to you, so you got to stay up here, all right? And then go from there. Front of the net as much as you're going to be up here. After that, you're here. Gazer, after that, you're at the front of the net, you're right here. You two guys 44 and 10, you guys be like this, okay? Then it's going to be 26 here and 91 in front of the net.
Well, there it is, all mapped out for you. The power play for Doug Mason at this critical juncture of the third period. So great to listen in on the benches. And now let's see if they can execute. Astino right in the middle of all that scheming. Veteran 44 back at the line here. All starts with the face-off. Halmo. Bit of a stalemate, and Lukko will emerge quick to that loose puck. Great stuff from Lukko. That's what you do when you win hockey games, those little things. Back together. Plastino sends it out to the right. Now they've got the line, and they set up the scheme. Not this time. Fazio will help with the restart. Plastino ahead. Into the zone they go. On the left for Halmo, bouncing puck. Does enough to shield it from the checking of Gregoire, who took a swing. Along the boards, Gasly. Plastino comes to the middle. Sends it right. Still a minute and a half to go in the third. In front, Lenton's there. Stop off the shot from Halmo. And off the boards and out it goes. That was the look. They just can't get it to go. Lassi Lehtinen has been good in the Lukko net. Goaltenders have been good in this game. Playoff net mining. Here's a chance for Mayon, and he can't get it through. Back to the left side. Blast from Gasly, and that just missed the net. Final minute of play in period 3. Power play comes away with a couple of good looks. Bouncing puck into neutral ice. Onto it is Mayon. Missed Finley out of the box with the pass. Scooped up by Bernard. Now they work along the wall. Chiseling it back to the line. Bernard, right side it goes. They're looking for red shirts in front. Bouncing around. Can't get it to the goal. Now they do. And Lehtinen hangs on and stops the play. Boy, it set up as a powerhouse from Finland. The reigning champs coming in to take on the side from Bolzano, who knew that they were runners up in their group and underdogs in the matchup. And I think both teams feel like they've executed their game plan by and large. And it's been a very competitive game, and no reason to expect anything different at Kavikulon Arena 1 week from tomorrow. 21 seconds to play though here. Mayon at the line. Goes down the boards. They tried to get it back to him. Didn't work out. And now a break here for Lukko. Critical late on. Sirajärvi saved by Fazio. A rebound chance. That one sizzles wide of the mark. Boy, that could have been big. And Fazio does what he did from moment one. Good net mining in a good hockey game. And the fans are appreciative at Icefalla as it comes to a close with the side from Rauma packing their bags and heading for Finland out in front. 3-1. They take game one. So they'll have that 2-goal edge heading home for the return match in the series. Still smiling in Bolzano. They know they had their chances, and they'll feel like there's a way when the teams get together in just over a week. 3-1. 2-0 after one on goals from Puuli and Sirajärvi. Halmo made it 2-1 in the second. Hakulinen provided the 2-goal difference with his goal later on in period 2. 3-1 is the final score as the teams make their way off the ice in Italy. For everybody who works to bring you the Champions Hockey League, I'm Mitch Peacock. Thanks for watching. So long until next time.
Okay, coach, what were the key moments of the match and what are your expectations for the turn game?
The key moments, obviously, the 3 goals that we gave up. I mean, that was a big difference. We missed some great scoring chances tonight. I thought the first period they were definitely a little bit better than us. It took us 20 minutes to get used to the tempo that they played at. But in the second period, I thought we got really well accustomed to it, and we really started playing well. We had some really good scoring chances in the second period. We scored one, but we had other chances to tie the game up, even the 2-1 or 2-2. So I'm expecting us to go up to Rauma and play a good game because I think our guys got accustomed to the tempo and they're ready to play.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Good
welcome.
luck. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, coach. Congratulations for this win. What were the key moments of this game and what are your expectations for the return game?
Joo, kiitos. Pelattiin hyvä peli. Kaiken kaikkiaan hyvä rytminen peli. Hallittiin kiekkoa ja rytmitettiin peliä hyvin. Tuommoisen pelin virtaukseen mä oon erittäin tyytyväinen. Maalintekotehokkuutta kaivataan lisää edelleen. Todella huonoa tuuriakin kyllä jo, mutta kaiken kaikkiaan hieno ilta, että on hienot fanit taas ja hienot puitteet ja loppuun asti saatiin sitten kuitenkin vääntää. Tuossa tuli aika mielenkiintoinen loppu ja kyllä täytyy sanoa, että aika mielenkiintoinen jäähy siihen loppuun, että nyt taas vähän aikaa tuollaista nähnyt, mutta maassa maan tavalla näköjään näin se menee. Mutta ei mitään, peli on 3 erää pelattu ja peli on puolessa välissä, 3 erää jäljellä vielä ja nyt siirrytään sitten Raumalle.
Okay, thank you very much.
What a goal! Oh my goodness! What an attempt that is! And the puck is breaking